Court is back in session in cause number 332-108. Case is styled, the state of Texas versus Whitney Lauren Williamson. We have Ms. Williamson, who's present in front of the court. Ms. Williamson was previously sworn in. Ms. Williamson is represented by Attorney Philip Dowden. State is represented by Attorney Ray Shearer. And Ms. Williamson entered a plea of no contest to the charge of driving while intoxicated, which was reduced from a driving while intoxicated with an alcohol concentration level of 0.15 or more. Ms. Williamson acknowledged that her signature and initial was on State's Exhibit number 1. She also acknowledged that her signature was on trial court certification to defendant's right of appeal. She also acknowledged that her signature was on the discovery certification. Ms. Williamson's attorney, Mr. Philip Dowden, waived the record in this case, and Ms. Williamson acknowledged that she was a U.S. citizen. Is that correct?
Yes, it is.
And the court, Mr. Dowden acknowledged that there was no evidence that Ms. Williamson was currently mentally incompetent to stand trial. And Ms. Williamson acknowledged that she was satisfied with the services of Mr. Dowden, and he's provided fully effective and competent legal representation. And the court has made an offer in this case. The court's offer was 90 days jail probated for 1 year and a fine of $500 plus court costs and 40 hours of community service and DWI education. And the court added a condition of probation that an interlock will be as a condition of probation. And Ms. Williamson, you still want to go forward with your plea, is that correct?
Yes.
All right. Now, Ms. Williamson, I'll just repeat the offer. State is offering 90 days to be served in Jefferson County Jail, which you would not have to serve any time in the Jefferson County Jail because you'll be on probation for 1 year. During the 1 year probationary period, you'll be required to pay a fine of $500 plus court costs of $472, which comes to a total of fine and court costs of $972. You'll also be required to perform you'll be required to pay $60 each month for a court-appointed attorney, $60 each month for probation fee, and $15 each month for your analysis fee. You'll also be required to pay Jefferson County DWI education class and initial evaluation fee of $125 on the day of the plea. Should a further evaluation be needed, you'll be required to pay an additional $50. Now, your total monthly installments is $165. And the court asked Ms. Williamson, will she be able to pay the $165 per month? And she responded that she would not be able to pay the $165 per month. And so the court required that Ms. Williamson fill out an affidavit of indigence so that we can get her financial information. And Ms. Williamson, I have before me a document that is titled Financial Affidavit of Indigence. Do you recognize this document?
Yes, sure.
And is this your signature on this document?
It is your.
And prior to signing any initial in this document, did your attorney go over this document with you?
He did not.
And did you read and understand everything in this document?
Yes.
And is everything in this document true and correct to the best of your knowledge?
Yes.
Okay, Ms. Williamson, I read the answers in the affidavit of indigence. Based on your answers, the court is going to find that you're indigent. And based on that finding of indigency, the fine and court cost of $972 is going to be converted to 78 hours of community service, which means you won't have to pay you will not be paying the fine and court cost of $972. It'll be converted to 72 hours of 78 hours of community service. And the probation fee of $60 is going to be reduced from $60 to $25 a month. Okay?
Yes, sure.
Okay. So I'll just repeat. the fine and court costs of $972 will be reduced, or will not reduced, will be converted to 78 hours of community service. Probation fee of $60 each month will be reduced to the statutory minimum of $25 each month. Now, you'll be required to pay $15 each month for the urinalysis fee, and you'll be required to pay the Jefferson County DWI education class and initial evaluation fee of $125. Now, this is going to drastically reduce the amount of money that you'll be required to pay. The probation office is going to look at the judgment, and they're going to adjust the payments that you will be required to pay each month. Now, because the court is finding that you are indigent and pursuant to Article 42.15 of the Code of Criminal Procedure, the probation fee is reduced. Well, the fine and court cost is being converted to 78 hours of community service. And because you're indigent, your probation fee is being reduced to $25. Now, do you understand
Yes.
the adjustments that the court has made?
Yes, Your Honor.
And now you'll be required to also perform 40 hours of community service. So we're gonna add the 40 hours to the 78 hours, okay? So that'll be about, I think it's 118 hours of community service that you'll be required to do. And you'll be required to attend the DW education class and have an alcohol assessment. And you'll also be required to install an interlock device on any vehicle that you own or operate. So you cannot operate a motor vehicle if it doesn't have an interlock device. All right. And you'll also be required to adhere to the other standard terms and conditions of this probation. Do you understand the state's offer and the adjustments that have been made by the court?
I do, Your Honor.
And do you think that it's fair and just?
Yes, Your Honor.
And do you accept it?
Yes, Your Honor.
Okay. Ms. Williamson, I'll follow the plea bargain agreement along with the adjustment the court has made pursuant to Article 42.15 of the Texas Code of Criminal Procedure. Court is finding that you're indigent. Ms. Williamson, you're going to stand on the X next to your attorney, Mr. Oh, you have a seat? Okay, just have a seat. And once you finish with the paperwork, she'll call you back up to finalize. And once you get the paperwork, sign. Once you and your attorney sign the paperwork, y'all will be free to go and y'all have a blessed day.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you very much, Judge.
You're welcome.
Appreciate your help today.
All right, thanks.
John, we'll make it-
Yes, oh,
Do
we
we
might
have
have a
any-
bond forfeiture. Yeah. Court is in session, back in session with the court's arraignment docket scheduled at 9 a.m. on the day's date of June 7th of 2022. First case is cause number 320178. Case is style of State of Texas versus Xavier Rashawn Barnes. Xavier Barnes was scheduled to be in court this morning at 9 a.m. At or about 9 a.m., the court's bailiff called the name of Xavier Barnes at the courthouse door. Xavier Barnes did not answer. Xavier Barnes has not appeared in court since the court's been in session. The time is 12:10 p.m. on today's date. Mr. Bailiff, would you please call the name of Xavier Barnes? Xavier Barnes' name was just called again at the courthouse door. Xavier Barnes did not answer. A reasonable time has passed to give Mr. Barnes an opportunity to appear in court. He is not appearing in court. State, you have a motion?
Yes, Your Honor. We asked you to forfeit bond and issue a warrant.
Xavier Barnes' bond will be forfeited and the warrant should be issued for his arrest in cause number 320178. Next case is cause number 330638. Case is style of State of Texas versus Amanda Guidros. Amanda Guidros was scheduled to be in court on today's date at 9 a.m. At or about 9 a.m., court's bailiff called the name of Amanda Guidros. Amanda Guidros did not answer. Amanda Guidros has not appeared in court since the court has been in session. The time now is 12:11 p.m. on today's date. Mr. Bailiff, would you please call the name of Amanda Guidros? Amanda Guidros. No response. Amanda Guidros' name was just called by the court's bailiff at the courthouse door. Amanda Guidros did not answer. A reasonable time has passed to give Ms. Guidros an opportunity to appear in court. She has not appeared in court. State, do you have a motion?
On forfeiture and warrant issue, please, Your Honor.
That motion will be granted. A warrant should be issued for the rest and the bond shall be forfeited on Amanda Guidros in cause number 330638. Next case is cause number 332166. Case is style of State of Texas versus Michael Ray Lozano. Michael Lozano was scheduled to be in court this morning at 9 a.m. for the court's arraignment docket. At or about 9 a.m., Michael Lozano's name was called by the court's bailiff at the courthouse door. Michael Lozano did not answer. Michael Lozano has not appeared in court since the court has been in session. The time now is 12:13 p.m. on today's date. Mr. Bailiff, would you please call the name of Michael Lozano at the courthouse door? Michael Lozano. No response. Michael Lozano's name was just called again at the courthouse door, and Michael Lozano did not answer. A reasonable time has passed to give Mr. Lozano an opportunity to appear in court. He has not appeared in court. State, do we have a motion?
Yes, Your Honor. We asked the court to forfeit the bond and issue a warrant.
That motion will be granted. Michael Lozano's bond will be forfeited and a warrant should be issued for his arrest in cause number 332166. And this will conclude the calling of the court's arraignment docket scheduled at 9 a.m. on today's date of June 7th, 2022 in County Court at Law number 2 of Jefferson County, Texas. Judge Terrence L. Holmes presiding. Everyone, please have a blessed day. And Ms. Nelson, you excused?